Well, hello, good evening, welcome everyone. Let me just make sure we admit everyone in. I've just noticed that at the moment, there's a little problem with streaming out on some of our channels, and I'm going to look at it. Any updates you got, Robert, while I try and work out what's wrong with Facebook? Because I like to make sure the video's out there.
First, hello. Everybody well? Everybody doing good? Well, that's good to hear. Good to see. A lot of exciting stuff coming up. We're going to kind of cover questions on the boot camp. So you guys, whoever wants to know more about it or what's going to be involved with it, that's coming up shortly. In addition, we continue with the builds. We continue with the members area. There's a little bit of confusion about sometimes the icons are grayed out, and depending on the account that you hold, you'll have icons either enabled or not. And we are going to be going to a strictly a la carte menu in the future so that people can buy into Done For You Magic Themes, pick one niche, and they have that added to their members area. So going forward, that's why we designed it this way. So if you feel your account has something grayed out that shouldn't be, it could be two different things. First of all, one is that the icon was placed in the members area, but it's still being worked on, meaning not everything is in place just yet. So it hasn't been fully enabled, but you have to start somewhere when you're putting them into the members area. So that could be one of the reasons. And secondly, where the individual accounts may not have access to those particular icons. If you have questions about your account in particular, give us a week or two as we're sorting out the newest niches that are going into the members area. And if we miss somebody's account, we'll get it straightened out with the support ticket.
Yeah, I'm aiming to get any grayed out builds for those that meant to have access to the themes. They should be sorted by, I'm aiming for Wednesday. By Wednesday. So if after Wednesday, if you've got anything grayed out, raise a support ticket and we'll check your account. Occasionally Thrivecart throws a wobbly and causes it to be an issue, but we're getting there with it. It's all good.
And one further note, Stephen and I decided that any of the original 5 themes that we will duplicate in the members area, going to the new look will automatically be done. If you had it before, you'll have it again, is how I would word that. The only one that would be in question is web design. The original one will just stay the way that it is. The original designs are still usable. They're just different versions. So you'll have a different look. You can use the older ones and the newer ones in a particular niche, like for example, pest control. You can have the old style and the new style still working, but we're just going to go ahead and supply the new style to anybody that had it on the original. If you didn't have any from the original, you're not going to get the newer versions as well. It's because your account will only have what's in your account, to be fair.
Yeah. Let's talk about the up and coming boot camp. There's a couple of things. First of all, I wanted to give all the DFYs it for free, but because it's not my product, it's someone else's product who are showing me the full system. I'm doing the training because I like to keep it nice and easy, and I've seen his training and it's all over the place. So I'm converting it to how I do it step by step over the shoulder. The first boot camp that we'll be doing the first Sunday evening in May. If you can't make it live, don't worry. The replays will be inside your members area, which is if you go to members.dfymagicthemes.com and click the members area link, there'll be a boot camp icon in there for those that have signed up, and you'll be able to see the replays again. And if you've got any questions, then we can always answer. We'll try and answer them on here, but we'll we have to be fair to the people who have bought into it. But mainly, at the end of each week on the boot camp, we can answer your questions there as well. If you can't make it live and you have a question, please raise a support ticket. All right, because we're happy to respond via the support tickets as well, for that. And it's basically the guy who brought the system together. I didn't believe him at first, and he put a URL of one of mine up, and he took a URL from a site. I just picked a site at random right now. I got him to do both, and it pushed them up the SERPs. Now, something you got to understand, and this is really important for the defiers. I sincerely hope at this stage by now that all of you have built a DFY site, and they're even easier to build now. We've got the WP Vivid versions, right? So there is no excuses. But the second part is your citations. This is really important, okay? If you don't have citations, you're not giving Google the social outlook that you are a proper, I'm going to turn off the bing bongs in my ears, isn't giving you the proper sort of status online. If you're a local business and you set up a shop in your local town and you're just going, I'm going to hope people are just going to walk through the door, right? Doesn't always work. What you do is you say, okay, I'm a new business. I'm going to try and get a newspaper article locally. I'm going to get in the newspaper saying I'm new. I'm going to promote myself, right? And it's the same with citations. Citations are really powerful. Get yourself on. I'm not sure if Yelp is in the USA. Certainly is in the UK. Yelp. In the UK, we've got BT directory. Anything that you can get your site on for free, right? Do that. Another thing as well that you really should do is in your own profile, set a Facebook page up about your business, right? And get your a link back from Facebook. It's when you look at your competition, I've shown people this time and time again. You do a search for your line of work. Let's say it was plumber in Bristol, for an example, and the top 3 come up. Take the first one, its URL, put it in quotes in Google, and scroll down the page and see what other links they've got. For example, if you scroll down, you'll say they're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're on BT, they're on da-da-da-da-da. And so it's really important, right, for you to get the traffic to your site, that you take those steps. So our DFY steps are build your site, do your citations, and get them out there. And I got asked the other day, well, what do I do about an address? I don't want to put my home address. What about an address? Find a multi-occupancy building that rents offices out, right? And look at an empty office address and use that. Because personally, the chance, if you happen to get a phone call from someone saying, why are you using our office address? You just say, well, my dev set that site for me. Let me check it. It's initially just getting the making Google believe that you are in that area that's important. So another thing you can do as well, and I've done this myself, is I've looked at a street address, and if let's say it went up to 56, I put number 57, because the post office will go looking for your business at 57, right? And they'll get fed up, and what they do, they bung in a big bin, and they shred them eventually. They're not going to. The post office is not going to ring you up and say, hello, where's 57? They just don't do it. And then when it comes to the GMB, you can make your GMB a service area GMB. And that means then there's no address on it. And on average, I've had some free GMBs in my time. Unfortunately, I'm sharing this with the non-paying members of the group. So I might have to save some of this, Robert. What do you think? Or should we give one more golden nugget?
You know, people come to learn, and we're not transparent in what we do, but we share all that we can to help people. And in the same breath, at the end of the day, the stuff that you guys need, or all of us need, is to be supported, to get your questions answered when you have them. Know that you have a place you can go ask your questions for another. You know, we all go through where we buy products, and then 4 months later we try to log into them and they're gone. Or the support desk right after you bought it, 2 weeks later, you can't get a response. We're not hiding. We come out live every Friday for the most part. We're gonna continue to do that. Will there be a day or two here and there we're gonna miss in the future? Probably. But
there will be in May.
We answer support tickets.
Yeah.
We answer our emails. We're not real good on Messenger because
we miss them, to be honest. We get so many messages coming on Messenger that sometimes we'll miss your message. So if it's a support question, pop it into a support ticket. We don't miss them. Right, we'll see them. And what will happen then, if by seeing your question, our team, we've got a few people on the team who will see them as well. And if it's really important for myself and Robert to take it on board, we'll reach out to you, we'll message you direct, and we'll get you on a call if need be as well. And that's what we always want to do, which is why we say raise a support ticket, because there's a history. We can see what's happened and what's going on, and we try and get the issues resolved quickly. But I just want to briefly come back to the boot camp. Inner Circle members have got the best deal ever. I've waived all my commissions on the deal for the Inner Circle members, and we will be sending out links either tonight or tomorrow for anyone else. So if you're an Inner Circle member, but you're also in one of our free groups, and you see it go up, there will be an offer going out soon, but don't go buying it through that link. You always use the coupon code that's within the Inner Circle membership area for you guys. That way, then you've got the lowest price possible on the boot camp. But the idea behind it, and just coming back to this, the guy who came up with it, or I'm working with, his name's Andy, and basically, what's happened is he's built this system together, and he did 2 sites, one of mine and one somebody else's, and he got to page 1 of Google very quickly. And these sites, and that's why I was talking about citations. Both of these sites have citations. They have the social linking, so they have a Twitter page and a Facebook page. And what I do every single time when I'm building my site, and I don't mind sharing this with people, that I go on, I take the URL of another company and I see what links they've got and I match them. I then take another URL of another second one down and I match them. And I end up then, once I've got those matched, then we use the power of the ranking system. And there's somebody in Mike Martin's group that put a post up struggling with their site, and they reached out, and I reached out to them. And one of the sites was actually this guy's site, and he messaged me back going, "I don't know what you've done, but now all my pages are being found in Google." Now they're not ranked yet, but none of his pages were being found in Google until we ran it through the system. And of course, with Google's Google at the end of the day, it could be found easily within a month, or it could take 3 months. But without those citations as well, it won't balance it out. So make sure you guys get your citations done for your sites. It's really important locally. People think, and I see the messages in various groups, oh, it's so hard to rank a site locally. It's not. If you match the linking signals that other companies have, you can outrank anyone easily. And being local is the advantage. If you start in your own local area, and then you get the hang of it, and then you work your way out slowly, it's easier locally, because if you order a GMB card to your home address, just to get it signed off, you make the GMB a service area GMB, so it doesn't show the address up, but it has the city on it, the town. And that's the important bit for it to be found in that local area. And what's super powerful, and I'll probably get told off for this by Robert, but you're not
letting secrets out, are you?
I'm going to let one other secret out about the boot camp.
Man.
All right, and I toyed with this, whether to keep this for an advanced course or not, but I think it's fair to include this within the boot camp, Robert. And there'll be other things in the future that we'll be able to share. But we also tested a GMB and it moved up.
You shouldn't have let that one go yet.
I know you'll tell me off, but I want to give people value on this course. That's the thing.
There's no question about it. There's no. Let's just go back. Let's go back for a minute here. Before you
do, I'm just going to say good night to all the people that are in the free groups, because you're not going to get all the golden nuggets now. This is only for the Inner Circle people. So if you want to come and join, it's dfymagicthemes.com/live 4U. But in the meantime, We're going to carry on talking. We'll still be in the Inner Circle group. I'm going to turn off all the other channels now, as long as I don't turn off the Inner Circle one. That's just what I'm checking now. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Right, turn that one off, that one off, that one off.